All of you are getting my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today I will demonstrate you the how to execute Verilog codes using this IIC Xilinx IIC Project Navigator. Okay. So today we will discuss that part. So I have demonstrated you already how to execute VHDL code for different combinational and sequential logic designs. Okay. So today we will go for Verilog design, right? As we have discussed the different syntax and architecture and different data objects, operand operators that we have studied already, that we have covered in our previous lectures about the Verilog. Now, today we will go for the actual execution, right? We will we will consider, for example, we will go for 4:1 multiplexer design using Verilog module, and then we will go for comparator design using Verilog module. Okay, so today we will discuss how to write the Verilog code for the same and how to execute that using this Xilinx simulator. So the uh, starting procedure is same. Okay, anyway we have to always create a new project. Okay, whenever you are going for new design, you have to go for a new project. Okay, so this is how we will start proceeding. New project, then what name you can give it to it? 421 M. Okay, we will give that location as a 241M. So okay, this is the project folder that we will create. Hmm? GDL. Next, next, finish. So this 241M, this directory we have created. Now new source. In that directory we will add new source. And now what file name you want to give to your this multiplexer? Mux 41. Is this okay? Mux 41, that means Mux 4:1. Okay. Then now here is the actual what we can see. Uh, Important thing. So while we are programming or while we are using the VHDL programs, while we are executing the VHDL programs, we have selected this VHDL module. But now in which language we want to program? Verilog. So here we have to select this Verilog module. Okay, we have to select this Verilog module. Previously we have selected this VHDL module, but now we have to select this Verilog module. Okay, now next. Now for 4:1 multiplexer, how many inputs and how many outputs you require? A, B, C, D, then select and out. Okay, is this correct? Is this correct? 4:1 multiplexer. That means you require 4 inputs, then 2 select lines and 1 output. Okay, so these all are the inputs, but this is the output. And obviously now we will select line as it is 2 bits, it's 1 to 0. That means it's a 2-bit select line, right? 1 as to 0. That means it's a 2-bit select line. Okay, so we have selected this. Then next, okay, select bus. It is 1:0. It is also input and finish. Yeah, now you can see here. Here is the case. So now we have started our module mux 41, that is 4:1 mux. Then A, B, C, D and select. These are the inputs and select is 2-bit input. Then output uh, output is a single output. Then N module. Now here actually we have to write our code. Okay. Then how we can write this code? Okay. Now this is the simple code that I have used to write this thing. Okay, so design this 4:1 mux. Always, I have used this always statement, right? You see, always remember, these are the continuous assignment statement. Assign and always, these are the continuous assignment statement. So how I'm using this? Always at the rate. That means either A, B, C, D or select. If any one of this input, if that will get changed, then this always loop will get executed, right? Then case select, right? Then case select. Now we are using the case statement. The same thing we did in a VHDL programming also, but just instead of always there we have used the process statement, or we have directly used the case statement, right? So we have used the process statement there, a comma select, then case select is, and we have written the code in some different way. There we have used the when statement, right? When this select is 0, 0, then output will get a, right? Likewise, we have written the code in VHDL. The same thing now, the same logic, but with different syntax. Because see, we are actually uh, designing here. We are actually designing with the Verilog module, right? We are designing with the Verilog module. So this is the simple code in Verilog, or we can say this is a simple Verilog code for 4:1 multiplexer. And what it means, when case select, it's a case select. That means we have what we can say, the this output state will relay on this select input. That means whenever this select input will change, the output will also get different inputs, right? So this is the simple module. Now next step is to save this project. Okay, save this. Now okay, now we will synthesis this. Okay, now see, you can see the cross mark is come here. So what the errors it is showing? Line 37. Okay, expecting end, found end module. Here I should write end. End case, end module. Then line 26. Again we will check. Again I will check the syntax. Again it is showing the error. Check code. Okay, always ABC or select begin case, end case. I think we should end this always also. I will verify the code. It's correct one. And case and module. Not keep the edges. ABCD 000110. It's fine actually. So this is how actually you have to go for trial and error method first time when you are doing this. Normally I'm using the VHDL code because I'm much familiar with the VHDL language. Verilog I very rarely used because I found the VHDL is very actually the very simpler language than this Verilog. Okay, now it's the correct sentence. What changes I have made? Instead of this simply out, I have defined this output as a register because when the final value will get stored in this, then it will be you have to define it as a register. So output register out. Okay, now we got the correct syntax. Everything else is correct. Okay, now you can see here the syntax, we have errors we have removed and we have got the correct syntax. That means whatever code that we have written, it's a correct one. Okay, now the next thing that we should do, we have to check the what you can say, or we have to verify this code. That means whether this code works properly or not, right? So that thing we have to verify, and we have to write the code in test bench also. Now how to go for test bench code? First shift to the simulation mode. Okay, now you can see here this mux41 is our design. Then again new source. Okay, mux41 tb. Okay, this name we will give it to the this. Then select this verilog test fixture. Okay, when you want to execute the VHDL test bench, then simply select this VHDL test bench, then select this verilog text fixture. Okay, next, next, finish. Now you will get this. Yeah, this is the now uh, verilog test fixture. Okay, now hereafter you can actually uh, write here, write your code here. Or you can write here also, no problem. Okay. Okay. Now, what you should write? A equal to 1. Hmm? Then B equal to 0. Then you have to go any random thing. Okay. Now C equal to, again we will give it as a 1, and D is equal to 0. Okay. So these are the random inputs that we have selected. And what about then now select? Now it's look better. And what about select then? Select equal to 2-bit, and we will select as a 00. Fine. Select is a 2-bit input, and we have selected as a 00. Okay. Now we will execute this, right? Now again, we have to first check the syntax of this Verilog test bench code also. Okay. Now I will save this thing first. Then yeah, we have to select this behavioral syntax check. Again, it's showing error. Oh, there should be a colon, not, yeah. Now it's now it will not show error. You can find here the syntax is right. Okay. Now next, now what we have selected, A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0, C is equal to 1, D is equal to 0, and select line is equal to 2-bit input 0 0. Now tell me, when this select is 0 0, which output we are expecting now? A. And what value we have assigned to A? That is 1. No, we will check whether we are getting this A input or not. Okay. Now click on this simulate behavioral model, and you can get the window. Okay. Now check output, whatever you are getting. Select, we have 0 0, A is 1, and yes, at the output we got the 1 value. That means whatever the input, select line what we have selected 0 0, that means A should transfer to the output side, and we are getting our output as a 1. That means whatever code, this Verilog code we have written, that's working properly. Okay. All of you clear with this? समजलंय का?
हाँ सर.
Okay. Now this is how you can go for any design and any code. Okay. Now again we will check for one more case with this. Now here we will change this select pin only. Okay. Now we will change it to 1 1. Okay. Now we will change it to 1 1. That means now what output you are expecting? D. And what we have assigned to D? 0. That means output, the D should pass to the output side. That means that whatever the value of that D pin, that will get transferred to the output, and that is 0. Now again we will check, again we have to save this. Okay. Check behavioral syntax, it's correct, and again simulate the behavioral model. Now again we will check whether we are getting output as a 0 or not, and yes, it is there, right? So this D output 0, it is as appeared at the output as a 0, right? And this is 1 1. This is a bus 1 1. A we have assigned to 1, B 0, C 1, D is equal to 0. आणि मग सिलेक्ट पिन जेव्हा 1 1 असते तेव्हा कुठला आउटपुट पास होणं अपेक्षित आहे? डी. डी ला आपण काय असाइन केले? 0. त्यामुळे आउटपुटला पण आपल्याला 0 आलं पाहिजे. येत आहे का? आलेलं आहे. आउटपुट इज इक्वल टू 0, right? You can see this pin at the lower level, that means logic 0 level. Okay, so this is how you can what we can say, write Verilog code for the different design combinational logic, different sequential logic, right? As we have written the codes for VHDL, logic will remain same. The only thing is the syntax will change. Okay, and actually in the Xilinx, you have to select the appropriate model. For example, if you are going for the VHDL code, or if you want to go for the VHDL module, then simply select their VHDL module. If you want to go for a Verilog module, then simply select the Verilog module. Depending upon which module or which language, that programming language you want to use, depending upon that, you have to select that module, and finally you have to check the output status. Okay, means you have to verify your design by writing a test bench code. Clear with this? Okay, now again here also again shift back to the implementation part, and again see, you can also see the schematic design for the same. View RTL schematic. You are easily able to get the RTL schematic for this. Okay, let me select the file. Yeah, view RTL schematic. Okay, yes. See, select A, B, C, D, right? Then output. Clearly see here the design. Okay, and if you again double click on this block, you can able to see the internal circuit also. This is the internal circuit. This is the technology schematic. This is the RTL schematic. You can see register transfer level. This is the technology schematic. All of you clear? समजतंय का?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is the design summary you are getting actually. How many number of slices we have used, how many number of 4 inputs LUTs we have used, how many number of IO input output blocks that we have used. So this is about the design summary, right? So just one slice we have used, then 4 LUTs, right, that we have used, sorry, 2 LUTs we have used, and how many available with us, you can see here. These many are available with us, and out of that we are using a just 2, right? And how many IO blocks we have? We have in all 519 IO blocks, and in that we are just using a 7 because we require that much only. Okay, we are requiring that much only. So this is how you can even analyze this design summary also. Means it will tell about this design utilizes how many number of slices, how many number of LUTs, how many number of IO blocks that you can use. So this is about the design summary, right? So this is how you can design and execute any code. with the Verilog also as well as with the VHDL also. The logic and execution process is same. Only thing is you need to use the proper syntax, right, related to that language. For example, if you are doing this thing in VHDL, so there is a different syntax. If you are using designing the same logic with Verilog module, then there is a different syntax. So you have to choose the appropriate syntax, and you can write the code for this same. Okay. Okay, now we will go for one more design, that is comparator. Okay, or otherwise, what, okay, we will go for comparator. Now you have to tell me the process. Okay, first I will explain the logic of this. Okay, now so this is a simple code for this comparator. Okay. This is data input A. So you can select here simply A also, B. The same thing that we have did in Verilog. Then this less equal greater A. Now these are the inputs, these are the outputs. Okay. So that you have to select this. Then output you have to select as a register. Okay. And then now this is the actual code that you should write. This is the actual code that you should write. Now again we will shift back to the simulator. Now uh, uh, fast tell me where I should start from. Okay, any one of you. आता हे एक्झिक्यूट कसं करायचं हे तुम्ही सांगा मला. व्हेरिलॉगचा कोड आपल्याकडे आहे, आता तो आपल्याला फक्त एक्झिक्यूट करायचा आहे. ओके, फ्रॉम वेअर आय शुड स्टार्ट. प्लीज 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 बी इंटरॅक्टिव्ह. पहिलं स्टेप काय करणार सांगा चला. पहिली स्टेप काय करू दे.
File, new.
Okay, file, then new project, or we already have selected this file. We can add a new source in this same file, no problem. Okay, so directly we can add this new source. Okay, then comparator, I have given the name. Now here is the main thing. Which module I should select now?
Verilog module.
Okay, I have selected this. Next. Okay, now it's time to define the inputs and outputs. So A, okay, we'll define A as an input, then B is the second output, then less, greater, and equal. Okay. Now this A and B are the inputs, and this less, greater are the outputs. Okay, I will select it as a output. Clear? Next, finish. Okay. Now this is where we have written the code. Okay, now this is the logic. We have to make some changes in this. A or B. Begin. Then if A is greater than B, then what we are getting, less is equal to 0, equal is equal to 0 and greater is equal to 1 because A is greater than B, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now the same, if A is equal to 0, then less is equal to 0, equal to is equal to 1 and greater is equal to 1. Else begin less is equal to 1, equal to, else means what the remaining case we are considering now. Else is what the remaining case that we are considering. Okay. Now this is the design. Okay. Now again save. Simulation. Now we will check the syntax. Yes. Again it's showing the error. Okay. Now what mistake I made here? Can anyone? I should define here register, right? I should add here register because always remember output you have to define as a register only. Okay. Now again save, check syntax, and now it is okay. Getting all of you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is the design of comparator that we already by using Verilog module. Now next step is we have to verify what we can say, the input and output, all that. Now tell me one thing. Now here in this always statement or within this code, if I will use a small letters here, then okay, let me show you. See here instead of this A and B, I will use this small a and small b. Now let's see what it will happen. Okay. Now again save, and again I will check the syntax. Now what we have given, A and small b, because Verilog is a केस सेन्सिटिव्ह लँग्वेज. वर मी काय डिफाईन केलंय, कॅपिटल ए आणि कॅपिटल बी, आणि ह्याच्यात मी इथं स्मॉल ए आणि स्मॉल बी वापरलं तर मला लगे एरर आली बघा. का? हे केस सेन्सिटिव्ह आहे. हे जर का व्हीएचडीएल असतं तर ती एरर आली नसती. का? कारण व्हीएचडीएल केस सेन्सिटिव्ह नाहीये, पण व्हेरिलॉग केस सेन्सिटिव्ह आहे. आली का नाही एरर? वर मी कॅपिटल ए कॅपिटल बी वापरलं, इथं स्मॉल ए स्मॉल बी वापरलं, लगेच त्यांनी एरर दाखवली बघा मला. गेटिंग द थिंग्स?
Yes, sir.
Now again I will change back to the capital A and capital B. Now you can see again error will not come. Okay, save, check syntax, and it's correct now. Verilog is case sensitive language, and I have demonstrated you. Okay, now it's time to go for test bench code. Now how to go for? Shift to the simulation, then select our design. Okay, then in this add new source, comparator TB name I have given, then Verilog text test fixture, next finish. Okay, now this is the test bench code of whatever we have written. Okay, now here actually we have to write the stimulus, whatever we want to give to it. Okay, now you tell me what I should select. A is equal to okay, I will select 1. Is it fine? A is equal to 1. Then B is equal to, I will select 0. Okay. Okay. Now, what output you are expecting? Which bit should be at logic 1? As A is 1, B is 0. That means A is greater than B. That means that greater bit should get the value logic 1. Okay. That greater bit should get the logic value 1, and less and equal will be at 0 only. Less and equal will remain 0 only. Okay. Now again, we will check the syntax. Okay, first we have to save it, then check syntax. It is corrected. And now double click on this simulate behavioral model. And now we will get the test bench window like this. Now you can see here clearly this greater bit has set to 1 and this less and equal are 0, 0. And A is 1, B is 0. All of you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now again we will go for one more test. Now I will select B as a 1 also. Means now both are equal. Right? Both are equal now. Now what will happen? Now you can see equal has set to the 1 because A and B are equal, and this equal bit is set to 1. You can see here. Clear with this? समझले का?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in this way, you can implement and design any combinational or sequential logic. The same. Even you can design here the different sequential logic also. As we have designed that ALU, you can write the same code with the different syntax. Then you can go for the flip-flop design. You can go for the shift register design. You can go for any sequential design also. The procedure is same. Only thing is you have to choose the Verilog module and you have to use the Verilog syntaxes. That is the thing. Logic remains the same everywhere. Clear with this? And again here also you can check its schematic and all that. You can also go for this, no problem. Syntax we have checked. Then we'll go for the RTL schematic. This is the RTL schematic for multiplexer. Then see, now this is the VHDL simulation. So this is the VHDL component, using the component. Now we have created this component comparator, right? And now this you can use anywhere. So in this way you can go for different RTL schematic, you can go for different designs, everything you can create with this Xilinx simulator. Actually, it's a very powerful software, right? And those who want to really pursue a career in VLSI field, for them, it's a useful. And this same software with some license version and all that are used by the VLSI industries. Okay, same software. Those who are friendly with C language, they are actually going for the Verilog programming. Those who are not friendly, they can go for VHDL. I always prefer VHDL programming. So it's easy for me. those who are what we can say friendly with the C language, they can go for this Verilog programming. Clear with this? So this is how you can execute any combinational and sequential code with this Xilinx simulator, right? Doesn't matter whether you are going for the Verilog module or VHDL module. You have to use the appropriate syntax with the same, and you can execute any module. Whether you write VHDL code for that or whether you write Verilog code for that, process is same, logic is same. Only thing is syntax is different. Clear? So this is how you can go for the execution for different sequential and combinational designs, logic designs. Clear with this? समजलंय का सगळ्यांना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we will stop here. Probably from next lecture we will start with the okay, what we will do now, the next unit number 4 is a state machine, right? Means you have to study the Mealy machine, Murray machine, that part that actually you have already studied. So we will discuss that unit at the last. Okay, from next lecture we will start with the unit number 5, that is testings of logic circuit. Okay, we will go for the testing of logic circuit. Then we will cover the unit number 6, that is architecture of the commercial devices. That means what are the different FPGA, CPLDs are available in the market, right, of Xilinx, Altera, and for your syllabus they have mentioned some commercial devices. So we will discuss the architecture of that. What is difference between CPLD, FPGA, system on chip is there for your syllabus, SoC. And the last, at the very last, now we will discuss that unit number 4, that is state machines. Okay, so probably next lecture we will start with the unit number 5, that is testing of logic circuit. Clear? समजलंय का?
हाँ, sir.
Okay, so today we will stop here. From next lecture we will start with the new unit.